that Dr. Joelle is joining us right here in studio. Always a pleasure to have her on. There's so much information that comes with you and an array of different ways of looking at it. Our Naturopathic Doctor, great to have you here.
Thank you.
All right, so you got a whole bunch of different examples for us. And right now, you have so many clients coming in, New Year's resolutions, hoping to do the things the right way. And you've got a great way to break it down for us from the list of what's most important.
Exactly. Let's start with water, because January is always a month of detoxification. And of course, people want to trim back. So water is the foundation of all of our health. It's very important in weight loss. It actually helps us increase fat metabolism. It helps us reduce any swelling if we're holding water in our feet, in our hands. It's very important for blood pressure. It's important for temperature regulation. We were talking about the fact that 90% of our temperature regulation actually comes from sweat. So it's the foundation of our health.
It's funny to look at that. A lot of people, me included, I said, my resolution this year was to actually drink more water. But even looking at water, there's a variety of ways you can go about it. I can't believe the display you have here.
Exactly. Well, why don't we start with, the Cadillac. So that's reverse osmosis. You can have that either in your home, or you can pick up containers of reverse osmosis. Then, if you want to use your city water, you can use one of these gravity filtration systems that sits on your counter. You simply pour water in, and it's a 5 filtration system. The first one is a ceramic filter, which takes out our bacteria. And Queen Elizabeth actually had this commissioned by Royal Dalton because her husband died of typhoid. So it was inspired by that. So the benefits to this is it sits on your counter, you don't waste water. It does take time to actually filter through, but it's worth it. It's worth the wait.
It's worth any change to taste? Are you going to see something different there?
No, as a matter of fact, it actually helps to improve the taste, because you're getting rid of some of the things that we may not need, like chlorine and some of those things that give it a stronger taste. Essentially what it does is the water's filtered, it's stripped of everything, and then it's remineralized. So it's only giving us what we need.
All right, moving down.
Then we have a Mavia. Everybody's seen these, the Brita or Mavia. Very good for your office. You can simply, in my office, I'm city water. I just pour my water in there, I leave it on my counter, and then this is what I have to drink every day. People want to know, how much do I have to drink? Half your body weight in ounces.
That's funny, because you hear you have to meet a certain liters, and it doesn't always necessarily work. You've got different body types, you've got different weights. So half of your body weight.
Yes. And then there may be a plus if you're an athlete, because for every half hour you exercise, you should add 1 glass. If a person is overweight, for every 25 pounds they're overweight, they need to add another glass.
Okay, so someone is 100 pounds.
Yeah, on average, you'd be looking at 6 glasses a day. 8-ounce glasses.
8 ounce, 6 to 8 ounce
glasses.
And a difference, too, in the types of bottles.
So then if you're a person that's on the go, we like these recycled bottles. Whistler, it comes from the Canadian Rockies. It's a spring source. And then we move on. We've got versions where they're oxygenated. This is the red leaf variety, and that just gives you extra energy. Then we've got O2 Aqua, which has oxygen, and it also has an infusion of distilled water.
Help me out here. How are you getting what are you doing to this water that's
you're
giving us the oxygen?
It. So there's different techniques to infuse things with oxygen, our air, our water supplies. And by infusing it with ozone, then what happens is when we drink it, we actually increase our oxygenation level.
Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Lastly, designer. I love things that are new, different, The latest thing out there is this black water. So this black water we're going to taste. So I poured a glass for you, and it is water. It comes from our Canadian Rockies. It is the new electrolyte beverage. It's high and rich in minerals because it comes from fulvic and humic minerals from our northern Rockies.
Cheers.
Cheers.
So it's going to taste like water.
It tastes like water, yeah.
It does taste like water.
It does taste like water, right?
And what's the difference in taking this?
Well, the difference is because it comes from a source that's 80 million years old. It's very rich in minerals. It also provides you with electrolytes, which we need after we work out.
How much are people willing to pay to get something that would be water out of a tap, and now we're drinking black water?
This retails for about $4.99. You can pick it up at Rainbow Health Food Store. They supplied us with all the resources today.
All right. Well, you can get it in this form, and of course, if you can hit on this really briefly, because this is overwhelming for so many people.
It is. It's probably a whole nother segment. But people ask me, what are the important vitamins and minerals to take? Well, there's a research study at McMaster led by Dr. Rollo, and he studied 30 different supplements in mice. The long and the short of it is he found that he could extend the longevity of mice by 10%. In human years, that means 10 to 15 years. The average age that we live is 80, but we start having symptoms at 50. So it means we're having symptoms for a good number of years, between 50 and 80, and we need to start now to do something about it.
Interesting.
Yeah, key factors, longevity is inflammation. Got to get rid of inflammation and slow that down, and antioxidants. So if I highlight just 2 things that you can add this year, fish oils, reduce inflammation. All you need is a teaspoon a day. Really easy to take. Add it to your shakes. You want to add it to your shakes before a workout, not after a workout, for better hormonal balance.
Interesting.
Second thing, if you can only add one other thing, would be probiotics. A lot of our immune system relates to our probiotics, and you can take all these vitamins and supplements, but if you're not absorbing anything, then you're not really getting anything. So you have to fix your digestive system, make sure that's working first. You're smiling.
No, I just did this whole segment on you have to have a healthy gut in order for all of the things that you're taking for it to make a difference.
Exactly.
It's got to be able to be absorbed, and you can't do it if everything in the gut is not working properly.
That's right.
Great information. Thank you. I'm going to enjoy this $5 bottle of water. This isn't going to waste.
I'm going to leave this with you guys.
We're going to take a short commercial break. We'll be back. Plenty more to come on CTV Morning Live. Cheers.